Hello world, Natarajan here. Mission Raftaar is a project to increase the section speed and average speed of trains running on Indian Railways. As a part of this project, the entire Chennai to Bengaluru is expected to be cleared by year end. The target for the same was actually last year, 2023. Chennai to Bengaluru distance is 361 kilometers, out of which 68 kilometers was under Chennai-Mumbai route project and the rest was under Arakonam to Mysore route project. Bengaluru to Mysuru was upgraded to 110 kilometers recently from 100. 130 is not possible due to the numerous curves is the last update I have. Need to see on how Southeastern Railway handles this. Coming back to Chennai-Bengaluru route, here is the timeline of events. LHB trains on Chennai to Arakonam were allowed to hit 130 km per hour from 29th March 2023. Only Vande Bharat trains were initially allowed to hit 130 km per hour on the Arakonam to Jollarpete line from 31st March 2023. Now, all the LHB trains except double-decker coaches carrying trains are allowed to hit 130 km on the entire Chennai to Jollarpete section. The work between Jollarpete to KSR Bengaluru was also happening at the same time, but due to numerous curves, the project was expected to be ready by 2023 end. The first speed trial was conducted on 14th March 2023 and the second speed trial happened on 1st June 2023. On 22nd September 2023, all types of LHP coaches maintained at Bengaluru, including the then new AC 3-tier economy coaches, were run at 130 km per hour to check the stability with a 25 coach formation train. Generally, after these trials, if there are no issues, the line will be certified and the trains would be allowed to run at 130 km per hour. I was eagerly waiting for the announcement, but it never happened. Got to know later that there were many spots on the line where trains will not be able to hit 130, which indicated that if the line is cleared for 130 km per hour speed, the train has to slow down at numerous places for speed restriction, which will not benefit the speed accreditation to greater extent. So Southeastern Railway decided to rectify these issues first before going for another trial run. This has actually taken more than a year and now finally another trial run is about to happen on 5th December 2024. During track recording test, the train will hit a maximum speed of 143 km per hour. In case if you are wondering why 143 km per hour to be exact, the speed will be 10% more than the planned speed at which the regular trains will run on the section. 130 km per hour section speed in this case, 10% of 130 is 13 and hence the maximum speed touched will be 143 km per hour. I decided to document the same and I decided to head to a spot where the train will do at least 130 km per hour according to my calculations. I started by 6 hours from home to board the 06396 Bengaluru Marikuppam Memo passenger to Baitranhalli. Can you spot the superstar ready to put on a show? On departing KSR Bengaluru, I noticed some work happening next to platform 7. I believe this is the work being carried out for the extension of platform 6 and 7 and it is really needed. With only platform 5 in use, trains towards Mysuru have to wait longer to enter KSR Bengaluru. I'll make a detailed video on this topic, but then in case if anyone of you know that the work which you see is for the extension of platform 6 and 7, do confirm in the comments below. I also noticed that the OIG alignment for the new layout to connect platform 6 and 7 is ready. At Bengaluru cantonment, I had a disappointing sight. The arch of platform number 1 at Bengaluru cantonment has been taken down. The roof and the pillars are no more. It was initially said that this structure will be retained as a part of redevelopment work, but I'm not sure what happened. The memo picked up a delay on the way and we were put in the loop line at Malur to let the speed rail pass through. But unfortunately, this location had a permanent speed restriction of 90 km per hour, which meant the speed rail will not be at the planned full speed of 143 km per hour here. Disappointed, I boarded the memo again to the planned location by Baitanalli. The speed rail was planned to go to Tirupattur first via the Jollarpet bypass line, then proceed to Jollarpete before starting back to KSR Bengaluru. The reason for this arrangement is that the observation car window should be facing the track during speed rail. This meant the loco has to be reversed twice, once at Tirupattur and then at Jollarpete. I had a good train spotting session, but with not knowing when the return speed rail will come, I was waiting. I walked around 10 kilometers in total around the station for trains. Only issue at this location is the lack of food options. I managed the day with biscuits which I had carried. Finally, around 15:30 hours, WAP5 returned back as wildfire. The train was doing around 135 kilometers per hour this time. 5 minutes later, my return train to Bengaluru came. 06395 Marikuppam KSR Bengaluru memo. This train suffered a lot because of few late running trains and the speed rail special. The train was late by almost 80 minutes at Baitanalli, and because of the slack time in the timetable of this train, the train reached KSR Bengaluru at 16:48 hours, bringing down the delay to just 18 minutes. I reached home by 18 hours, bringing an end to 12 hours outing. Hopefully, this trial should be the final one and the speed between KSR Bengaluru to Jollarpete is increased to 130 km per hour soon. We'll update once I get the update on this information. Before I end the video, in case if you are wondering how I said the return speed rail was doing around 135 km per hour, the calculation was done using the formula we learnt in school. Speed equal to distance by time. I'll be using the wide angle shot which I captured via the GoPro. I'll be putting the clock on the screen and also there will be a reference point. Now we'll take the nearest edge of the train to make a calculation. The frame when the loco touches the reference point is 10.92 seconds. The frame when the last point of coach touches the reference point is 12.67 seconds. Time to pass the reference point for the entire train is 1.75 seconds. Now we need to calculate the distance. Distance in this case will be the length of the train. Length of a single LHP coach is 24.7 meters buffer to buffer. We have two coaches here, so that is 49.4 meters. Length of WAP5 locomotive is 18.16 meters. So the total length of the train is 67.56 meters. Now we have the distance and the time with us. Speed equal to distance by time, and by putting in the values which you have got, speed comes out to 38.6 meters per second. Converting the same to kilometer per hour gives us 138.96. So from our calculation, the speed of the train is 138.96 kilometers per hour. The train was accelerating after clearing the curve here, and considering some percentage of error in calculation, we can say that the train was doing roughly 135 kilometers when it passed. With this, we have come to end of this video. Hope you all found it informative. See you soon.